Dear friends, hello, this is Nick Polishkin. Today we are in Hudson Village, the new building by HTG. This is affordable housing developer. We are in Hollywood on South Federal Highway. This building is opening today. Today is a grand opening. Why this building is very important to us is because we used to own this land over here in Hollywood and we sold it to the developer back in 2019, and the project has been developed. So in 3 years, they built these beautiful apartments for lease. This property has 100 apartments, which will be leased via government programs and via market rate. So today is the event when all the parties which were involved are gathered together to celebrate this great event, because to build this building, it's a lot of efforts from the developer, from the general contractor, from the city staff, from banks and financial institutions. So this is a teamwork, and many different teams work together to bring it up. It's definitely hard work, and I'm very proud of HTG and their partners that they were able to complete and deliver this beautiful project. So let's go and take a look. We are at the first floor where all the amenities are. The building has a gym, club room, event room, a pool, yoga studio, and more. But the main thing is the location. We are right on South Federal Highway in Hollywood. We're 5 minutes away from Hollywood Boulevard, 5 minutes away from Goldstream Park, 5 minutes away from Ocean. So the location-wise, this is central location, and I'm so glad that the developer was able to finish the project, bring it up, deliver it to the public, especially in today's market when there's no rent available in new construction buildings, which are more affordable. So I'm very proud of developers and their team. I'm so glad that it worked out for them and that we made this deal happen, sold the land to the right people who delivered the great project. So let's go take a look at what's out here. So we're standing outside on South Federal Highway. Behind me is the 8-story building, 100 units, 3 levels of parking, and a pool deck. You will ask probably, why do I know all the details about the building? We actually initially created the initial project plan, which then we passed to the new developer who completed the building. Before, what was here? It was this parcel was simply a vacant land. There was nothing on it, just a field, and behind it was 1-story building. And actually in this building, if you check on Google Maps, and back in 2017, we used to have an office, and it was a great exposure for our company. The building was very outdated, and we didn't spend much time in it, so our initial decision was to actually develop something here. When we started working with the city of Hollywood, they advised us that we can go higher in density, build more, and we decided to work on the project with 8-story building. And then these developers, HTG, approached to us and offer us to purchase the land from us. They start going through the process of approvals with Florida Housing Finance Corporation, which provide financing for affordable housing programs, and they were successful. They got it approved, and here we go. Again, this is a teamwork, and teamwork not from only developer, but from many departments and divisions within cities, with the architect companies, with general contractors. And now you can see the end product. Like before it was vacant land, one old building, and today it's a beautiful apartment complex which is available for lease now. Dear friends, today we are here with Matthew Rieger, the CEO, chairman and partner of HTG. Today is the great day for the company and they finally delivered the great product. It's Hudson Village, a very successful project. Thank you so much for inviting us.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have you on the team. You were one of the very first people that we talked about this project with, and obviously without you and your company, we wouldn't be able to do this. So we want to thank you for your participation, for your patience, and for believing in us. When we talk to people sometimes, we have to, show them a vision of what we have planned, and you need to be able to work with people who understand and can see that vision for themselves. And so for that, we're very appreciative.
Thank you. Now, when your company approached to me, I was traveling and I looked up the company. I saw what you guys do, and this is very good cause. You're building affordable housing in the areas where you really need it.
Yes.
Because here in Hollywood, before it was just one small building and the vacant land. We used to have a small office here, but when you approached us, I'm very grateful actually that this happened. We were able to meet and help you to do this project. And helping you is just, we basically sold the land to you, but your team and team of City of Hollywood architects, you work together as like one engine, one team, and build this beautiful product. Thank you.
Listen, we deal with sellers all the time, and one of the big hurdles we have in dealing with sellers is they don't understand typically how hard this is, how long it takes, and why we view our relationship with land sellers as more of a partnership than as a sort of adversarial, we're the buyer, you're the seller.
Exactly.
Because the process for obtaining the financing for a development like this takes years.
Yep.
And it takes competition, and it takes a lot of pre-development capital to get to a point where you ultimately see any return on your investment. So again, we look at the buyer-seller relationship with our sellers at HTG as a very much a partnership.
And long-term partnership.
That's right.
I also look at our business relationship and maybe future projects same way. I always talk to your colleagues. If we have some land available, I present it to them right away.
And that is by design. We always say, and we teach everyone at HTG, that the first deal you do with someone is the hardest, because that's the getting to know you deal.
Exactly.
But once you've done it before with someone, you develop a level of trust. And when you have that trust, you can do a lot more business together and in a more efficient way.
True. Matthew, can you tell us a little bit more about the company and how many projects you have ongoing? Because our viewers, they always interested to learn more.
Sure. So we're in the fortunate position that we've been able to receive a large allocation of tax credits for our developments all throughout the state of Florida, Texas, and Illinois. And now we're in the pre-development process on, I believe, 12 developments that will close within the next 12 to 18 months. It will be the most affordable units that any one company delivers in the state of Florida. But unfortunately, even when we deliver these units, it will be a small dent in the overall problem, which is why today and every day you hear me shout from the rooftops about major federal action necessary to devote the resources necessary to solve this affordable housing crisis that we are in. It has only gotten worse through the pandemic. It has only gotten worse since we have seen so many people move here from the Northeast, and we welcome them here, but we also have to address the housing shortage that's here. It's a supply and a demand problem. We have a lack of supply. Rent control is not the answer. Resources necessary to build more units is the only answer. And we are here and ready to do that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. As you speak, I'm thinking about, I have a brokerage company and I see literally every day like people are looking for rent, and they can, like 2 years ago they could afford it, now they can't.
Well, we talked about it today. The rents here are $400 on the low end to $1,300 on the high end for a 2-bedroom. Right next door, a building not even half as nice as this building is $2,600 to $3,400 for a unit.
Twice
Do the math.
Yep.
When you're spending that much money on rent, you don't have any money left for school supplies and groceries, and forget about going to the movies. That costs $12 a ticket too. You just don't have money to live your good life.
Yep, there is a gap is growing, and I'm very thankful that your company and we were able to be a part of this process a little bit, that helping the people and residents of Florida to find
Well, I wouldn't
affordable
say
housing.
you guys helped a little bit. You guys were the beginning of this project, and for that we are very much appreciative and thank you.
Maybe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Let's do more projects together.
I
and
hope we can.
Looking forward to work
hope
with
we
you.
can.
And thank you. Subscribe to our channel and watch for new projects. Maybe we'll do another one with HTG very soon.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.